This was made by one of our employees. Well, at least relabeled.
We're talking about the label.
See?
The label.
Not the liquor.
Yeah, don't get excited. We can't make liquor too. You know? Shit, Mike.
Like a crazy.
Mike, we're trying to make ammo. He wants to run a distillery over here.
Permitting issues. We don't need
You can tell where Michael's head is.
Just wait.
It's in the bottle.
That's a lot
Well,
of
of course, Mike's one of our developer guys, so he's been up late nights, early mornings. Yeah.
Yep, life of the tech team right there.
He's got,
Completely.
He's got bad head hair every day.
No way I stand it. Bert brings that cat every day.
We love it. We think it's really cute.
Sometimes
My energy. I'm up until like 3 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
out in the open.
Yeah.
Take it.
You still say it that way.
Same with Brittany. I mean, like today, up until what, about 20 minutes ago, Brittany's hair looked like this. It's standing straight up.
I'm like,
Did you see her?
Today.
oh my hair girl.
I said, hey, Brittany, we're going to have you host you on the podcast tonight. And she immediately...
Where's my cat?
She grabbed her 5-pound bag and ran to the bathroom.
And then she was over there. She's like, "There's no way I can do it. I mean, it's just I need notice. I just can't do this."
I was like,
you know?
I need my extension.
What about my? I've got my hair. I need to go see my hair person.
Saturday.
What about my roots? My roots need to be colored.
That's why.
Life is terrible.
Why, when you have to do your roots, that's what this is, the headband.
Oh,
That means
that's
Joe
actually
needs
really
to do her
smart.
roots.
Oh, okay.
My hair looks like
That
it's
is smart.
resting. It's supposed to be red.
That's why I wear this.
Makes
Done
sense.
like
You need to do your roots. Are you getting gray?
I don't really.
No.
Yeah,
But-
he is. You just like.
It's just like
How do you know when it's time to
gotta do
shave,
his
dude?
roots.
I don't.
Because that's me too.
It's time to
My
shave.
hair just kind of grows and it's almost like transparent on the sides, so I just kind of catch the sun one time and then I'm like, uh-oh.
That's how mine
Just
is
turns
too.
white.
It does. See-through.
You know what I just realized is that nobody knows who we are yet.
Oh, that's
I
true.
mean, we're Utah Gun Exchange, of course.
but individually, what do we do?
Badasses. Yeah. But maybe we should introduce.
You should start that way.
We should start. No, you should. You should introduce the person to the side of you, left or right.
There you go.
There you go. Okay. So let's see. I'll start here.
Oh, gosh.
I'll introduce
Did that on
Aubrey.
purpose?
Out. You got the.
I'll introduce Aubrey.
Be nice.
I'm going to punch you.
I work really hard, Brian.
Oh, I lift.
And that includes hard labor, okay?
I lift, I clean, schedule. I may mess up here and there, but I do it.
You don't need me to introduce you.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
The name is Aubrey. And she makes she's on the side of the wheel grinding the gears and making them go round, and she deserves mega kudos because she's been able to reach people for meetings that a lot of people can't. And right now she's working on content creation outreach for Diamond and Silk and NRA TV, a couple others. Are you just nodding your head like you are working?
No, I am.
Did you actually make a call?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good. All right, maybe you introduce Joe.
Okay, this is Joe. She does everything. She does events, the concealed class, schedules everything. Everybody's go-to. She's amazing.
Second that.
Wait, keep going.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
I'm not tipping anybody here, okay?
This is Michael. All of you guys everybody at Utah Gun Exchange is my favorite person, but Michael really is. Michael,
Yeah, that's true. I know
call
why,
him-
too.
I don't even know what your official title is, but in my mind, you're my go-to IT person because you know how to fix everything. And everybody knows I'm not that computer literate, although I'm not too bad. But I love the fact that when Mike came on board, because my experience with IT people in the past has been, I feel like I pick up the phone, I call IT because something's not happening on my computer, and they put me on hold or whatever, and they're like rolling their eyes. Oh, Joe.
Joe, that's only like the fourth or fifth time.
Then they get back on the phone, they're like, did you reboot? And Michael has never done that. He's like the best technical guy I've ever been blessed to work with. He's just he may roll his eyes. I've never caught him though.
Yeah.
If I do, I'm sneaky about it. That's
Sometimes.
Hey, before you, Michael, every time I would have to help her with it, and every time she called me, I'd just say, "Well, did you check the batteries?"
Is it on?
No, I'm just kidding.
That's awesome.
all right. So this is Rodney. Rodney helps to run our shipping department. Kicks ass.
Thanks, man.
I'm not gonna do a huge monologue because I'm
Thank
terrible.
you. Thanks for sparing me.
Rodney is our
also the
second
voice of-
employee, right?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Second employee? Yep.
Rodney is
He-
also the voice of buy,
That's
sell,
right.
trade.
Yes.
Utah Gun
When you hear that, that's right.
Yeah.
Our uncompromising crusade to enhance freedom. That's this guy.
I love that.
Will you do that right now? Our uncompromised.
Welcome to UGE.
Hey, man, that was funny. That was actually good. Our uncompromising crusade
There you go.
to enhance freedom.
Yeah.
Utah Gun Exchange. I love
yes.
Utah Gun Exchange. I think
I
it's
do
awesome.
too.
You're also our go-to artist if we need signs or
I'll do some
whatever.
arts and crafts.
Very, very talented artistically. What else? Our birthday guy. We have our monthly birthday. Well, when I don't forget, we have our monthly birthday get-togethers, and Rodney kind of leads us in song because he's
I'm the choir director.
Yeah, that last one was good.
he's the
Yeah.
voice. He's the voice.
It was
Let's hear
cool.
it.
We love birthdays. I'm not gonna do no singing. You know what I mean? Like,
For my birthday,
I've
you
been
are.
working.
Oh,
all day.
great. Here, you're going to introduce Brittany. I can't wait to hear this one.
Thank
Let's
you.
see here.
Thank you.
This is Barbie.
My favorite
Well,
cousin.
oh yeah, let's tell them about. This is Moses. Wouldn't that be cool if your name was Moses? Anyways, Brittany is my cousin first and foremost. Let's get that out of the way. So anything I say here after, you can know we're family, and so it's not gonna really hurt her feelings.
I'm sorry.
No, but Brittany is awesome. She's like been the life of our family for a long time. She brings a certain bubbliness, I would say, to
Yeah.
any situation. If you
Definitely the princess, isn't she?
If you need a good laugh, just like watch her on a computer trying to do it herself.
Oh my gosh.
If you're
Just look at her.
if you're the one she
Look at it.
reports to, you probably have some fun stories to tell about
you.
some of the things. I remember she asked me, "Can you come fix my mouse? I swear I tried everything, please." I come in there and I was like moving it around. And I'm like, "You gotta turn it on, dude." It wasn't on the whole time, dude. But it was just hilarious. Like, she's like, "No, I tried everything. I took the batteries out." Like everything you would tell me to do. So. She's funny, she does a great job. When she believes in something, even if it's like some sort of a scam, she'll won't leave you alone.
Yeah.
Not.
I'm just joking, Brittany. We love you. You're my cousin. I love you. I'm glad you work here. She does a great job.
And Brittany works in my department, and I will say, when this lady gets on the phone with our customers, she is incredible.
Oh, thank you.
She
That's
is
right.
incredible.
She's
in
a
our
saleswoman,
customer service
that's for
department.
sure.
She's great.
Oh, yeah.
Sales. Yep.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Well, this is
And
Josh.
you're a warrior, Brittany.
Oh, thank you.
You are. We put you on those phones, and you've been,
Good.
you've taken beatings from different customers, and just it's like water off a duck's back for you. And then you just pick up the phone and do the next call.
Like, that's how my mom
Very
is.
good.
Well, thank you guys so much. And then this
Don't
is
let your head
Josh.
get too big.
I know it's.
Okay.
Well, this is Josh, and I won't go into monologue with him, but he's awesome. He's a rock star. Does all of our photography, all of our pictures. Well, same thing, I guess. Sorry, videos.
See what I mean?
And yeah, he does awesome. Well,
Another shot.
and I mean, there's lots more.
All those
He's rock-
fantastic
Yeah, it's fun.
videos that
It's
all of
fun.
our
I love my
audience
job.
sees come from this guy.
Try to keep it
He's
short.
amazing at it.
Promo video,
Trying to.
YouTube promo video,
Yeah,
rock
basically all of
star.
it.
I got it.
Michael,
we've got a
Josh
lot
is
to get
also
done.
frequently here until
A lot
midnight
to
or 1
do
in the
and
morning.
hard worker.
That's what I was gonna say. I gotta stand up for Josh and say,
Pretty late.
every time I've done a voice over with him, man, he's so cool and patient and tells me,
Yeah.
no, man, imagine you're on a.
Oh no, that's how we get these voices.
It's awesome, man. I think he does a great job.
He does.
You
Well,
are
we
awesome.
put him in the trailer. He's like, "What are we doing?"
Yeah, what are you doing?
You got the.
dude?
Oh my
is this
gosh,
the
you
Dexter
took him in the
kill room or
trailer?
Wait, did you
something?
upgrade?
ourselves.
It's not the closet anymore. It's out of the,
No, we
No, we came
graduated-
out.
came out of the
the
closet.
closet.
Came out of the closet. Nice. We graduated to the trailer.
Let's not read too deep into that. All right. We'll get crazy.
You were
over
saying the
here.
other day
But
you
yeah,
wanted a
you're
boyfriend.
awesome.
So,
Yeah.
No, it gets fun. It gets cozy sometimes, but it's great. Yeah.
Very
We
good.
got good people here.
We do.
We have
They're-
good people.
Yeah, they're all warriors in a way. Michael, he's a patriot. You guys are all patriots, man. You guys
now he has to introduce you.
doing great things for the
Yeah,
community.
you got to introduce Brian.
So this is Brian.
Everybody knows me, dude.
Everybody knows Brian.
Everybody.
Unfortunately,
I'm telling Brittany not to get a big
unfortunately,
head.
I have a target on my back. Yeah,
Yeah, he doesn't have a big head at all.
I have a target on my back now everywhere I go.
So somebody said about my car.
But you like that.
No,
Ah,
not
you-
anymore.
You love the stress.
He does.
No?
I don't love it. I
No,
might
excuse me.
create it for myself,
Okay, that's
but
okay. You create it, yeah.
He's like, gosh, I really want to yell
I
today.
yes, I create
And then
it
the
over
next
and
thing
over
he's
and
doing
over
the thing
again,
with
and
you.
then I complain about
my
it, and then I
hair
find a
looks
way to wiggle through it, right? And then I restart the process.
Oh, that's a good definition of what you do.
Brian likes the.
Brian's
likes the
awesome, though.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Just
guys.
like to give you a
But
hard
You are
time.
awesome.
Well, we put Utah Gun Exchange everywhere, though. It's on Aubrey's car. It's on your car. Oh, actually, everybody's car.
Yeah, I was down there today.
Most
and-
everybody.
I talked to the guy about Russ about
You did?
making. Yeah,
Awesome.
he's gonna make 3 sizes of the Utah Gun Exchange logo as a cookie cutter for wrapping cars, and then that way he'll have 3 sizes that he believes can fit like from a compact car to a mid-size to a truck, and he can pick one of the 3 sizes to go on anything, front, rear, sides, and then we can cookie cutter, wrapping for everybody's cars.
Wow.
Do we get a paint job too if we decide to do that?
Yeah, I didn't get a paint job.
Do we get to pick the color of the sticker?
Like, can I
Or the
get, 'cause
wrapping?
my car is an old beater, so can I, would you guys paint it for me and then wrap it?
You get a computer sticker, Bill.
Should we one up that and just say, hey, we get company cars?
Hey,
Yeah, this.
Why are we all just
Me
get
as well.
They already tracked down a
Brian's
company that
card.
does
Oh, wait.
that. That's Thrive.
Yeah.
Yeah, how'd
It's
that work? How'd that
Nothing
work
like
out?
nothing like getting a couple of blonde girls into $80,000 car that are upside down 20 grand on in a year.
They'll do anything.
Yeah, it's like Brittany. She'll sign anything.
Oh, that's
Didn't just
funny.
happen.
That is good.
Do you remember that conversation? She turns around and is like, yep. Yep.
Brittany still has her Lexus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why wouldn't
Few
you?
of 'em.
I mean, you guys will have them until you bury them because you're upside down forever.
You got no choice.
That's right. I mean,
We love them so much.
Brittany has her Lexus,
let
no
it
big
go.
deal. I remember, you were out there one day and you were like,
oh, the mileage. The mileage.
Brian, I need to know how many miles are on this car.
I need to
And
know
I'm
how
like,
many.
Where do you look?
I'm out there looking in there and
It
I'm
was
like,
like hidden. You had to like.
dude, this thing's brand new, man. It's got like 3,000 miles on there. She's
No
like,
way.
What? I thought it had like over 30,000 miles on it.
That was my
And
car.
I'm like,
'cause we
this is
drove to-
brand new.
Sometimes you find $20.
You drove to
in
Oklahoma.
your
No,
pocket.
I did.
Yeah, you drove to Oklahoma. We're like,
Your mom got mad because she thought it was your car.
oh yeah, that was really.
Anyways,
Oh, by the way, I know people are wondering, I should get this in, where Sam is. Sam got sick tonight. And
he's making
so that's
it up.
when we decided, like, let's just get the group together and let's have a great time. Celebrate Sam and all of his hard work because he's probably on all fours right now.
Yeah.
I'm sure he
First
appreciates you giving him.
Yeah, I'm glad we did it, anyway, because there's a lot of cool people that work here, man. Like, aside from all of us awesome people on the couch, there's a lot of awesome people that work here, man.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to see everybody eventually, get a chance to say a little something, like, hey, I love gun exchange too. I love our Second Amendment.
You mean on the show?
Yeah,
hell yeah.
It's awesome.
Well, and we get, we set this up so we can do it in the warehouse here because we have this cool set and everything. But I think we got to start like in the summer. Maybe we adventure out. We already talked about Aubrey takes care of the company bungalow. So we're good. We'll
Slave away, really.
Yeah.
We have a bungalow?
Yeah, we have a you've been to the company bungalow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He hasn't been since, though, right? Oh, yeah,
No,
he did. He,
that's
he
right.
mounted
I helped
one
with
of
the
the
TVs.
TVs.
That's the bungalow?
Yeah, that's the company
Oh.
bungalow. So, yeah.
We have the pool running.
You do slave. No, we don't. It burned up today.
We have it running.
We had
It's on its way. It's probably running right
As
now.
good as running. Right?
Yeah, we was thinking we'd do the podcast sometime from the side of the pool. Matter of fact, you know what would be really cool is if we all sat around the edge of the pool and we put the tripods and everything in the water, and they had to stand in the water and film us from inside the water.
Josh?
Sounds dangerous.
What do you think of that, Joe? Oh yeah, because that's the guy.
Sounds dangerous.
Yeah, you're right. We're gonna do. We'll have to go.
We can put Jake in it. It's fine.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Reminds me of this meme I saw. It had just a big light. It was like a 2,000 watt light sitting in a
Tell us
pool
when
on
the
a
punchline
stand
is.
with a guy standing there holding the cable. It's like, what do you think? But it could be a possibility.
Yeah. Could be an epic fail video, too.
Make sure we get behind the scenes.
kidding.
Behind the scenes.
We should have.
That would be fun.
There's so much cool stuff that happens around here. We need. It's like we need cameras rolling at all times, and we need cameras rolling on cameras rolling.
Behind the scenes. Excerpts.
Just keep doing a whole
We'd have to-
cruise.
there'd be a lot of
so you have your main crew.
Oh yeah.
PTS crew.
Well, no, because
Your
we're.
other- the other one.
What do you mean, Joe? We're broadcasting
section.
freedom here. We're on
That's true.
YouTube.
We
We
don't
can
have
say
to.
whatever we want.
Oh.
The podcast now premiere on YouTube. There's no fear of demonetization. There's no fear of censorship.
That's true.
Buy your guns, people.
Right.
Link to UtahGunExchange.com.
That's right.
There you go.
We gotta-
Speaking of guns,
And if you were to
Got
say that
Rodney's
kind of
back
thing
there.
on
Oh,
YouTube, you would retain
yeah.
full monetization. It's a miracle.
Yeah. We got a new
We have-
AR-15.
Oh,
over
that's
here to
right.
display.
Rodney, show us that.
Yeah, that's
so
my
This is
new
a
one.
new build. Rodney's new build.
So Zane that works here in shipping with me was nice enough to build this lower for me. So it's a custom built lower. And, for us, safety buffs out there, always make sure and remove the magazine and check to make sure there's none around in the chamber first of
Good
all.
muzzle
Let's make
control,
sure.
everything.
Right. So Zane built this for me, the lower. It's an Anderson Arms lower, and then we got the top from Palmetto, and then I got a sight from one of the vendors at our last gun show event. And so, yeah, I just wanted to show it, man. It's a beautiful piece of technology and weaponry, and
It's really light.
piece of art. It's very, very light, and
And you haven't shot that yet.
haven't shot it yet.
Thanks for getting it for me.
But it's definitely enough to protect your family if you need to, so.
Make sure you hold on tight. I heard those things get up and dance around and start shooting at different things.
Yeah, they'll sneak out of the house at
Yeah.
night. And,
Is that what
Gotta
that
put a
rope
leash on
thing?
it.
Is this so you can tie it to a corral or something? like
right,
that,
that's
so it
how you
doesn't
lock
run
your
away?
gun down at night. And leave a little water dish and some food. And you're good. Good for at least 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah. You're nice to your gun.
But yeah,
Give it
they're
a
totally
milk and
good.
cookies.
Glad you're taking good care of her.
Yeah, we're glad to have her part of the
Windows
family.
just pink.
If we can get her to rest up there like she did. There she is. Well balanced too. So bravo to the AR-15 design.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Zane's design, huh?
Yep, Zane's design.
Yeah, he's good at that stuff.
Yes, he is.
We need to get Zane in on one of these.
Yeah, he wanted to.
I
He
still
just-
think he would be the perfect get Zane and Sam in and have a little ZZ Top music going in the background.
What about Josh?
yeah.
Josh
Josh
is
is
pulling
got
some
beard.
serious beard.
Biff,
well,
Biff
Rob,
can bring in his
Yeah,
beard.
Biff can do it.
Rob,
You guys could have a beard off.
Should we have a beard
yeah.
on?
Well, coming.
Mine's
you
a
have a
little
beard.
pussy thing.
I think,
Mine's a little
Catch
pussy.
yourself in.
I think Sam will
I
always
wasn't gonna
have
tell
that
you.
beard.
But
Dude, Sam's beard is
Like-
majestic.
I know.
It's almost perfect, bro.
So we can't have a beard off.
That's why
Serious.
Rodney does.
Sam will win every time.
No, you don't try to compete with Sam and beards, bro. No.
You can't do it.
Like every video I've shown to my friends, they're like, dude, that dude's beard is crazy perfect, man. That's
I
awesome.
noticed
I
that
know.
yesterday.
It's sweet.
He's the lumberjack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good
He
thing.
shaves that every
I
night,
can't even
too.
shave.
I think he
Something like that every night.
Really? He generates his power from that beard, bro. It's like, you know.
Maybe
Samson's
that
hair or something.
explains the transmission issues. It could be the beard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sam is always
yeah.
having those technical issues that no one else has.
He's catching radio waves
It's got to be the
and
beard.
has to
blocking
be.
digital signals.
What else could it be?
Spot.
It's the majestic beard.
Yeah. Well, it's got to magnetize. It's, you know, like if you put a metal detector over it, beep, boop,
Like an
something in there. There's something in there.
Yeah.
Could be a gun.
By the way,
Could be a
Sam-
gun.
And then the other thing we did this week, well, we got YouTube. We got to get back to YouTube. By the way, I was
Should have been
told,
our gun show.
yeah, gun show coming
yeah.
May
May
5th.
5th.
Tell us about that, Joe.
So May 5th, we're having our third gun show. It's absolutely free to get in. We feed you, we entertain your kids. We've got lots of fun stuff. We always have a magician, a balloon guy, face painting. We've got something new this time. We're setting up a remote control track with remote control cars. So the
Oh,
kids
that's
can-
right. I saw
can
that.
do that. And then we've got some amazing vendors. We have a lot of vendors that are coming back for their third time. So they've been with us. I tell you, that's the one thing I love. It's getting easier and easier for me anyway, for the gun shows, because once a vendor comes in, it's like they see our shows are totally different.
Yeah.
And I think it's something that it's really just catching on. So I would have to say probably 90% of the vendors that come to a show come back.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got some really great vendors, free food, free entertainment. It's going to be a fun day. It's May 5th at the Salt Lake Equestrian Center in South Jordan. So it's very local. I mean, it's a great location. And
Lots of parking.
it's going to be a fun day. Tons of parking. It's going to be a really
I
fun
know
day.
it'll be warm by then. Thank heavens.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it'll be a nice
Oh.
day.
It's actually
I'm the
warm
best
today,
month
too.
Yeah, it's
ever.
beautiful
hot
today.
today.
Well, I was gonna say we at our last gun show, I had a guy that brought 3 or 4 of his kids and had a family there, and he was because I was at the front desk, and he was like, "I'm telling you, this gun show is awesome. My kids have a chance to come with me to the gun show and not get chastised for touching stuff or I'm bored and ready to leave, and I don't have to pay all this money to feed my that like we can hang out here all day. And the cool thing is now my kids can be around it, and I can teach them, because a lot of kids or even people in general fear what they don't understand." And so what we're doing is being able to bring these families together where they have a chance to teach kids, bring them to a gun show where it's not a hostile environment. It's not a serious, sales, don't touch nothing type of place. It's like the way it should be. Let's teach our kids what a gun is, how to be safe with it. And, I got kids and I want them to know about guns. Therefore, they're not going to be afraid of guns. And that's when accidents happen. So I think.
Absolutely, yeah. And we'll have that's something else we'll have again at this gun show is we'll have a section set out just for kids and have some of the Eddie Eagle information about gun safety for kids. And,
That's awesome.
if you're have kids and you're just introducing them, it's a great thing to come to. We're not just entertaining them, but there's some educational information available for your kids there too. So it's pretty
awesome.
cool.
It's cool.
Plus, we'll have a UGETube booth this time.
Yeah.
And we got to do something creative for the UGETube booth.
We got to live stream the event. Like have someone
There
live
you
streaming
go.
it.
That's a good
dude.
idea.
I love it.
We could all live stream.
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Well, yeah.
She's like that way I won't
I'll
have
take
to,
my
that way I
laptop.
won't have to be at
do
the front
anything.
welcoming everybody.
I don't have to
in.
hand
I don't
out
mind
no
doing
shirt.
that.
That way I
had fun
don't have to
last
put
time.
away the
We can totally
garbage.
walk around with our
That way.
laptop and do
Oh,
that.
I worked so hard. I was
Here we go.
throwing-
See?
I was literally throwing up. Seriously.
You were throwing up. You worked so hard you threw up.
That was the
did.
alcohol.
No, I
Oh
didn't.
yeah.
Are you?
I didn't even drink.
It'll do that.
No, I was trying to prove myself still.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, is that what's happened lately? You just giving up?
Whatever.
No, like.
I'm just kidding.
No, I've just done everything already.
Gosh,
so.
this is a fun group.
we had a great time last time. Like we were up. How long were we up? We were up
Oh,
a
for the
while,
last show?
Picking up after the last show. Everybody and that's what I mean. Like our whole team. Like everyone stayed until everything was picked up, and then we all left and dispersed, and everybody just. Yeah,
Same with
did
our concealed
fantastic.
classes too. I
Yep.
mean, we had our last concealed class this past Saturday, and I mean, it was great. People stayed, and
Yeah, we got to talk
you
about
got to
that
set
too.
it up. You got to break it down. You have to get the warehouse ready for the next workday Monday, and I mean, it's just great to see people just hustle.
It'd be cool to see a lapse time of the preparation.
That would
and
be
the,
fun.
You know, like the trrrr and it all gets put together.
like-
And it all gets, you know what I'm
It's a
saying?
48-hour
Yeah.
deal,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Whether we're doing a concealed class or a gun show, it's a lot of work.
It is.
Yeah, the gun shows are particularly exhausting. But I tell you, I swear, I feel like, and I've been saying this last week. It's like if you walk away from the job that we're doing, and you feel just completely emotionally, mentally exhausted, you're spent physically, that's an indication that we're doing a good job on our uncompromising crusade to enhance freedom.
I agree.
Yeah, you can't be, that's when you're committed to this cause, when you're just like wrecked, you need sleep.
Story of my life. Just kidding.
Yeah, I think Sunday.
Another.
Look at this freaking cut I got right here from the chair. I was like,
We had to
It's so
bandage
deep,
Brittany
yeah.
up because she got cut on something.
She
Paper
was
cut?
helping lift tables too.
She nearly bled
well,
to
that
death.
somehow I think it was
traumatic
the
event.
thing that ties the chairs is what I cut it on because Rodney cut his too. I think.
I did. I slashed
But I
my
was like,
finger, but I
"Hey,
was
all
with the
this
knife.
2 casualties,
coming from?"
man.
And then I'm all,
Yeah.
whoa, and I realized it was from my hand, so I didn't fill up.
But
Are you okay though now?
No.
So bleak.
But one of the cool things about all of that, though, all the work
Oh yeah,
and
Biff took a chunk out of his finger.
all the work and everything that everybody on the team puts in, to me, just it just says so much about people love working here, but we love what we're doing. And the concealed class, that's totally free for students and teachers and school administration, and that everybody pitches in. They work their normal 8, 9, 10-hour day, and then they stay to help set up. They stay to help tear down. They help get people through the stations. I mean, it just really says a lot about a company. I don't think there's a lot of places you could find, in a company environment that has that kind of dedicated employee, really.
Yeah.
We're very, very fortunate to have great people on our team.
It's 'cause it's more than a job. It's like a cause. You know what I mean? It's a cause of being able to have our rights and our freedoms, and no matter what we're doing here, it's all contributing to that purpose. And I think everyone understands that. They can feel it. They can sense that we're trying to do something important and something, for not only us, for our children, and for our country. I really believe that. So, I think all of us believe that. So,
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
You bet. It's hard not to enjoy it especially when you go out. We have such a tremendous community outreach with this company in terms of our organizing events, and time and again, I'm approached, by people who are genuinely grateful for the things that we're doing. We see it on Facebook, we see it face to face. I've had multiple teachers approach me and thank us from the bottom of their hearts, some of them in tears. They don't know what to do. So we had the training, and that was last Saturday. We did about another 600 or 700 people, or 500 or so.
It was a little bit less, but it was enough.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
But
That's well over 1,000.
I
That's
had a lot
over
of thank yous
1,000
too.
educators that we put a concealed firearm permit in their hands in the state of Utah. And if you think about the way that works, let's say your average class size, I think in Utah is about 22. Let's call it 20.
That's
Just
probably on the high end too.
yeah, but let's just call it 20 for the hell of it. That's what's that? And then you got 1,000. That's 20,000 kids in our system right here in Utah that have a hope because their teacher loves them and their teacher's willing to defend their lives. You know, like I say, carrying a firearm is an act of love. We don't do it because it's comfortable, you know, and we don't do it because it's not free either. You spend money, you spend your time, you spend your effort, and then you lug the thing around with you. You know, on the off chance that one time in your lifetime you might need to defend somebody's life that you love or yourself. That's a pretty amazing commitment.
Yeah. And there's a misconception that people carry a gun to be cool. That I got a gun, so I'm cool, or it's a thing for show. And I've heard a lot of people that, don't understand why someone would carry a gun. They feel like they don't, necessarily need it, But I would rather have it and not need it,
That's right.
Than need it and not have it, obviously.
It's cool for a day or two. Until you're like in your car and
you get to notice,
you're
man.
Sweating and
your hip starts to hurt,
Yeah.
man. I mean, you have to literally commit to doing it. And
well, if you carry around a hand cannon like you do, Rob, your body is lopsided.
I got my 19.
Mine's a little baby one.
Yeah. Well, just for reference, he's talking he's talking about the 1911.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
You definitely want to have a 1911 if if you don't have one already.
Yeah.
You want to get one. It's a wonderful weapon. Yeah. You have one?
Yeah.
On your shirt.
Yeah, on your shirt. That's not even a 1911.
You have a 1911, Brittany?
No.
That's what I thought you
She
said.
does on her shirt.
I do have my shirt.
I was gonna say, I think you need a little more training.
You're on no.
No. I saw you pulling the trigger on that 50 caliber. That was pretty impressive.
That was
fun.
There was the time that she flagged us all at Big Shot.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's like, how do you turn it off?
You don't remember that? When we were out of the range.
Oh no! Oh wow! This gun. When I first shot it, it was like boom. And, like if you did not hold it like right next to you, it jolted you back. But I didn't want it to jolt me back, so I kind of just like stayed away from it. And then,
And then it jolted her back.
back.
And then it jolted her back.
Yeah.
It
Gotta
was
keep it
kind of
tight.
scary though, but just fun.
We're all
We could
learning.
have some fun with this in the summer too. We should do a mobile podcast up in the woods for a shooting podcast.
Absolutely.
We could like throw these trailers around, or I'm sorry, we could throw these couches in the back of the trailers and like take them up there and like drop them right in the middle of the like weeds and stuff. Put a campfire right here and do the podcast.
That?
We should,
We got to do we have to use the target.
We should
too.
we should go on the deer hunt as a company. Have like a around the campfire.
It's a little cold though.
That is cool.
That's true.
For the
Around the
coyote
yeah, I like that.
Yeah, we'll make s'mores.
We'll go on the coyote hunt, man.
man.
Two guns in there.
Coyote hunt. would
shoot
be
some
cool.
rabbits or something.
Yeah.
And take them home. We're not shooting
Cook 'em.
them though.
Yeah.
Well, they pay you pretty well for coyotes. I think even still for pelts and stuff.
Like $50.
Yeah?
think.
Pretty good.
Completely. So on YouTube, dude, you know what I heard before I came down here? So let's see. We've been out almost 6 days. We're going on almost 600,000 video views.
Nice. It's awesome.
And it's mostly organic. See, that's something that's happening right now. Just yesterday, Mark Zuckerberg was Hey, Zucker.
Did you watch the news? I watched it while I cleaned my
Roads.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Mark.
Yeah.
It's one of those words.
Mark Zuckerberg. He's testifying in front of Congress
That's for you.
about, and he's swearing up and down that conservative messaging is not obstructed on Facebook. And I'm sitting here watching our ads be obstructed on Facebook. You know? I mean, we literally have an incredibly huge budget out there right now for advertising YouTube. The thing about most of these clicks that are coming to YouTube right now are largely organic. It's incredible. Yeah. The demand is off the charts. And as soon as we are able to get some advertising going, I think it'll just help a lot. We can able to get a little bit, but you put $1,000 budget on a Facebook ad for 7 days, and you get maybe $16 or $17 spent. It's outrageous, you know.
Absolutely.
And that's because of our message. And then just now, I noticed before we came down here, we have 2 advertisements that have been running on YouTube on Josh's promo video. By the way, kudos to Josh for that. Gosh.
Where's Josh?
Now
the
joining
team
the
up right
Aubrey.
here. Don't
Squaring off on
We
it.
have 3 blondes. Well,
Rodney actually went home and
it's great to
came
be on the other
back
side.
to record that voiceover.
I
so
did.
there's dedication there.
Because I read the paper, man, and I saw what it said, and I believe that that video needs to happen, man, and it needs to be something that people listen to and understand. Like that, Kennedy in that video, man, says some important stuff. Like if you guys go back and check it out and like actually listen to what he's saying, man. That's important things that Kennedy's saying in that video that speak to all of us as Americans, man. He's not here with us anymore, but I think that message, can live forever because it was recorded, and we can live through it, even though we might not even been born. We can still hear what he said and what it meant to him and to Americans. And so I love that video, and the way it came together was beautiful, man. And
well, the words he said back then are still relevant today.
Absolutely.
It doesn't. Just because it was 40 years ago or whatever it was now, doesn't mean it's not irrelevant.
It's even more relevant today.
It's more relevant today than it was then. Yeah. There's so much more going on. And that's the hard thing about the social media, like Facebook, Instagram. Instagram's not as bad, but they're owned by the same. But yeah, all these platforms, it's unfortunate to see everything move that way, that they really are silencing those voices. Like ours got shut down for 24 hours. We made a big deal about that, got it turned back on. We were not in breach yet, and they're still doing it. There's subscribers or channels that I subscribe to that some of their videos are even being taken down, and they don't even have anything to do with guns. And I watched the video, like I went back to review it, and it was gone. And there was nothing in it to be banned.
It's crazy. I've had the opportunity between getting ready for the next gun show and kind of get cranked up in customer service for UGETube and Utah Gun Exchange. So I've seen I've talked to vendors on the phone that have seen the UGETube channel and been, subscribing and watching it, that I haven't even talked to them about it. And I'll call them about the gun show and like, oh, by the way, that's so awesome. You guys are doing that. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then on the customer service side, we get so many emails. Somebody will email us if they're trying to migrate their channel over from YouTube or just upload a single video or whatever. And every once in a while, there's a little problem or issue. So they send an email. But the amount of people that they're not bothered by the fact that maybe right now there might be some little issue where they're having a problem uploading something. They're like, okay, this is what I'm experiencing. And, then Mike's team hops on it to get it fixed. But overall, the message is, I'm so grateful that you guys have done this. This is incredible because they're having whatever issue they're having on YouTube, whether it's censorship or demonetization or both. So yeah, there's a lot of excited people out there.
I think it was coming from the standpoint as well. Like, Brian and Sam came up, they presented the idea and said, hey, we're doing this. And it was all hands on deck, and we did it with the time constraints on everything, because it's not just for us. It really is for everybody. Everybody has a voice, and everybody should have a platform to have that voice carried. And
Amen.
with them being shut down, it's difficult. Like, it really is an all-out attack on our First Amendment.
Yep.
And it's very unfortunate today.
Yeah, I mean, I as an entrepreneur and everything, I struggle with the argument, which is that, they are private platforms, and they're not regulated by the First Amendment. The government is regulated by the First Amendment. But then on the same token, these are the mega media platforms. They're almost monopolistic in the way that they're able to control the theme associated with the message, the broader theme. So if you look at all the messaging combined, it's just tilted heavily in one direction. And then they can still get away with that, and it doesn't send everybody in, riots in the streets and whatnot. But I think we've brought a really interesting opportunity for people. And I think a couple things that I think is going to happen is, one, we're going to see a lot of previously not seen before content on YouTube. And the reason I say that is because I as well watch a lot of alt-right type stuff. People call it alt-right. It's really just truth in a YouTube video. But I've been watching these guys get demonetized for a long time. And now we've come forward and said, here's a platform where you can keep all your monetization once we get it going, and say whatever you want. And so you're not playing that demonetization game where you're walking a line between what content can I create and still remain monetized to help me perpetuate my channel. So now you can create your content, publish it, no matter how offensive it is, as long as it's not illegal. We're going to defend your right to say those things, and you're going to keep your monetization, and you're going to keep your channel. And you're never going to be silenced, because you literally have a Second Amendment company defending your First Amendment rights to say that. It's written into our DNA that people like us, it just goes against every fiber of our fabric to get into a boat that would seek to restrict people's rights or deprive them of their rights. We're in the right enhancement business, and so that's where I think I look at it, and I think that also that people have an opportunity here to once again on this platform, because this platform's really got legs, to become social media superstars once again.
For sure.
Brittany,
Yeah, what were you going to say?
Definitely.
how many followers do you have now?
On which one? I know, well, YouTube, we haven't started yet, but
Well, and the cool thing about YouTube is, a lot of these big, places I watch like Demolition Ranch, I watch Hickok 45, I watch a lot of these videos like Louder with Crowder and InfoWars, right? And all these places are saying the same thing that we're trying to say. And I would love to see everyone that listens to this, especially if any of those guys get to see something like this, to have your videos on our site as well as any other sites you guys choose, because you can have your videos on as many platforms as possible. In fact, we recommend that. Right?
Yep.
Put your videos on as many platforms as possible, and you'll find out quickly the Utah Gun Exchange is the place that's not only going to allow you to put every video that you have as long as it's not illegal, but it's going to help you promote it, and it's going to help you continue our cause, which is Second Amendment, First Amendment, and these are our rights. Like, we got to stand up for them, because if there's no resistance, from the people that are trying to limit our rights, then it's going to be easy for them to just make it happen. So we all need to stand up, and everyone that gets a chance to put videos on our site, we hope they do.
Yeah. It's tough too, man. I mean, we're taking fire from a lot of different places.
For sure.
Even suspicious fire. It's like things come up and you're like, what? Where did that come from? How did that happen? And you're thinking to yourself, does this have something to do with Utah Gun Exchange? Or, they don't like that, so, trying to submarine something, or You know, it's crazy.
Seems like someone doesn't want people to stand up for their rights. You know, that's what it seems like.
Status quo.
A lot of people.
Right.
I don't think that's the majority though in the country. I mean that element is definitely out there,
Yeah.
but based on what the feedback I've gotten and seen, I think that the bigger part of the American population has been, you know, hungry for something like this. And, you know, most people don't have the way to build that foundation. And Brian and Sam have provided that platform, not just with UGETube, but with Utah Gun Exchange and the classes and EduCarry and everything else we're doing. And I think by large, the population is behind that and has a similar thought process of a belief system to what we have. And they just haven't had a voice before. You know,
I agree. It's just the powers that be don't seem to enjoy people standing up for their rights because they're the ones in control of the, you know, it seems like the media and everything that happens. And if, you know, people are standing up, it seems like they try to quickly silence them before they get a chance to get big enough to make a difference, you know. So everyone wants us to stand up for our rights. I think everyone wants to stand up for their rights, and we encourage them to.
The silent majority, but I think people are, you know, really starting to realize they don't have to be silent, you know.
They don't
I can't
have to.
remember the quote. Was it Martin Luther? I was trying to think of the quote when you were talking about being
Brittany
silent.
knows what it is.
Our
Yeah,
quote
she's gonna
master.
say
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was seriously though, but it was something somebody said. I'm sure a lot of people said at some point. But if you're silent about something, you're complicit with.
Oh yeah.
Like if you're not standing up, if you're not taking a stand on principle, then you're not really doing
Silence is
anything
complicity.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
We're all scientists.
There's a cool quote out there somewhere though.
This crowd doesn't have much to say about anything, do we? The loud crowd here.
It's definitely the loud.
Yeah. At least the
Our
antis
actions.
on Twitter think so anyway, right?
Yeah.
No, it's been a fun conversation, I would say. You know.
Always.
Yeah. Well, and this is, you know, it's unbelievable. We have far more opportunity than we have ability to take advantage of. And EduCarry is one of those circumstances. We have a lot of opportunity to move forward on there. And we got to do that.
Yeah.
We got the ammunition deal. That's a problem with the city. And then, but what it's actually kind of done is this opportunity with UGETube, and then with the upcoming store, and people may not know this right now, but soon Utah Gun Exchange will be launching, you know, a marketplace, right? And so it's caused us to kind of narrow in on the mega products that we have intended to launch, right? And those mega products, I think, it just seems like the timing is right. The timing is incredible. The community and around us is hungry for this kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I was talking to this guy today, and we were talking about UGETube and then the near coming marketplace, and I said to him, well, where do you go when you want to buy all your gun accessories? And the conversation, it quickly deteriorated to, I checked this website, this one, this. And I said, exactly. So it's piecemeal everywhere, here and there, everyone. Now, other people, they can just go to like one website, like Amazon or Etsy or something like that, buy everything they want. One place, put it in one basket, feel like you're getting overall a good deal. But if you want to buy Second Amendment or related type stuff, you've got to shop 15 different websites. Like this gun back here, if fast forward a year, you'd be able to buy every element of that firearm right there in one place on the Utah Gun Exchange marketplace.
There you go, with the connector.
Right now, you probably buy the parts for that off of 3 or 4 to 5 different places.
Yep.
And so we're really going to bring a service to the community here to give them a centralized location. It's a centralized location to shop. but it's not a centralized location for business, because you have all these businesses competing against each other to bring the greatest value to the customer. That's a great thing.
It's a very
Yep.
great thing.
And then we have technologies planned for it that'll be never before seen shopping experiences, things of that nature. Interesting stuff.
Exciting.
So, you know what's cool, Mike, is if we implement the kinds of technologies and things that we're talking about, you give it like 5 years or something, we would swing around from being the excluded deplorables to be the most advanced in terms of accessibility, shopping opportunities, ability to, access to Second Amendment and firearms related information, products, services, all through us and all of our platforms that we're launching.
It's awesome.
We're gonna be the
Exciting.
hub. We're gonna be the place to go for sure.
That's right.
It's big thanks to our tech team, because seriously, guys, you guys, you and Nick, I was actually surprised last night. I was checking the building and go upstairs and who's here? Because I thought I was the last one, and yeah, they were up there and still plugging away, and yeah, there's some cool tech coming out. I'm excited for.
Very cool. I wish I could talk more about it, but I don't know what I should say. What's up?
I don't
with
either,
it?
bro. It's so exciting. It just makes you want to talk about it, but
Yes.
we have a little bit of time and product intros to make and learn how to use them and introduce the cool features, right? Yeah. So anyway, we're just getting about out of time. I know I told everybody in the audience last week and the week before, if you have any questions, to write questions in the comments section, and I forget to check them every time before I come out here.
That's Kyson's job anyway.
So
right?
next time we can have 3 weeks worth of Q&A. If you have Q&A, put it in the Q&A section, and somebody will remember to check it next week.
So
We
if
don't
you-
have much to do around
Just write
here.
them on like big pieces of paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need like
Question.
yeah, that's right. Hopefully one day we need like a blockchain for all the questions. Yeah. So this upcoming week, we are going to be focusing all on UGETube, I think,
And the gun show.
and the gun
Oh, yeah.
show. Well, yeah,
Don't forget
And
the
the
gun
marketplace.
show.
still got about 3 weeks to the gun
Yep.
show.
I'm excited for the RC cars.
Yep.
gonna be
I
awesome.
already assigned that to Rodney.
Yeah,
he
as
walked
soon
into
as
the
I get to
office
do
and saw
it,
these
I'm gonna have my kids help
monster
me
trucks,
like
and he's
design
like,
the track.
"Oh," I was like, "You're assigned." And audio though.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I got you.
Yeah.
I walked into that hobby shop and didn't know anything. I just knew I wanted remote control stuff.
Is this the one over there?
West Hobby Lobby.
Oh, okay.
West Valley Hobby. West Valley Hobby.
You got some cool ones
Hobby
though.
Lobby.
They look cool. They look
West Valley
like
Hobby.
they
Yeah.
look like they're gonna be fast and
So
fun.
I basically just told the guy, I said, I want these at our events. We do gun shows. We do different things. I want the kids to be able to come and, just run them around some rock piles and whatever. And so he kind of pointed me in the right direction. And then I said, okay, if I have repairs, if something breaks, because he started talking about stuff breaking, and I'm like, what, they're going to break? So it was like the IT guy rolling his eyes. Oh,
Of course, it's gonna break.
When kids play with them.
Yeah, so
kids are
I said, well,
involved,
I'm
they're
sure
gonna
there's
break.
plenty of guys at our shop that'll take care of the repair end of it.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I was lucky if mine lasted one day. Like literally, if it wasn't in parts, I'd
Just take it, jump
gonna be
it,
fun, though.
drown
It'll be
it,
a fun
Jumps, bro.
whatever.
Sweet jumps too.
Should get those gas-powered ones.
Oh, yeah.
We should get little RC
I
helicopters.
thought about
too.
that.
Go climb.
Helicopters.
I talked to him about that, but I decided nah.
Yeah, we don't need the turbocharged ones for our group. Our demographic just puts the pedal to the metal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining, guys. Especially this worked out good. We miss you, Sam. We'll see you next week. With Sam getting sick, and then us, I looked at it and I thought, well, we have such an interesting story to tell this week, and let's all get together and Then the purpose of this podcast is to give our community a window of insight into who we are and who's all making all this stuff happen. We have also a really interesting thing going on with our senator evaluation program. That's going to be on our website, UtahGunExchange.com. I don't know if we have a URL up for that yet, but you can go there, learn all about the candidates for Orrin Hatch's Senate seat. What are you laughing at?
The URL.
The IT guy for the URL. It's like, do we have a URL?
We have one.
Amber's working on that.
Thought maybe it was my beard or something.
That's really cool, though, that you can actually go. There's so many things, and it's just growing every week that you can hop on Utah Gun Exchange, and there's going to be a lot of information out there.
Yeah, we kind of need to explain that program too, because there was a screening process, and the folks that actually have a video out there, or the candidates that have a video and a questionnaire out there, are the ones that took the time to do it. So if there's not that accompanying a candidate, then that meant that the candidate didn't do it. But
Right.
we're approaching, the convention primary. So we should start figuring out who's going to be running for that seat, all in all.
Nice.
And then we ran some really interesting polls online to kind of get a feel for which direction the electorate was looking to head in when it comes to Romney and the other candidates. And maybe we won't let the cat out of the bag on that one yet, but we had some real interesting results. The gun community is watching,
Yeah.
I would say.
And I always I think about it this way for me anyway. I've always encouraged my family members, my kids, to vote their conscience. But in doing that, it's important, and that's why I like what we're doing. We're getting that information up there, so you don't have to. Sometimes it's hard to find information. You got to get out there and dig around, but you can go to one place, and all the candidates have been, we've reached out to all of them, and some of them have chosen to, come in and some not. But I think it's important, no matter which way you lean, that, before you vote, no matter what the election is, that you do some reading and some research and find out, about the candidates and, where they stand on issues.
Yeah. I think the bios are going to be on YouTube, and then they're linked into Utah Gun Exchange as well for that section. Yeah, so you can go on there and take a look at that. Cool. Anything else, guys?
No, man.
No, I'm ready to go home.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
We
on.
need to take another shot.
No, but we appreciate,
I'm glad we got you that Uber family account there.
No, but we appreciate being part of it, man. I watch these podcasts all the time, so
We're all part of it. It's a team effort, that's for darn sure.
Yeah, and we do need to rotate. I think that's a great idea. Rotate everybody through here at some point, because there's so many people in so many different departments that.
And we all have our different characters, but you'll see if you watch, if you continue to watch these podcasts out there, you're going to see that every single person that works here is a great person and has their own character, but believes in the cause, which is cool. So,
Yeah. It really is fantastic. I'm very happy. All right, well, so that is this episode 5 now, right?
This is episode 5.
5. Congratulations, team.
We made it this
Congratulations on a huge tube. Congratulations to us, and congratulations to the audience. Get out there, for a new platform. Broadcast freedom. Get out there, watch videos, and you should even think about just getting yourself a channel and start to talk about what it is your message you want to send. You could, who knows? You might attract an audience.
Yeah.
Be
Now's
your
the
own
time.
voice.
Be
Now
yourself.
is the time.
Get in on the ground level.
You're right. Exactly. All right. So we'll see you next week. Utah Gun Exchange out.
To all those in Second Amendment deprived states, if you're reading this, you are the resistance, and we are with you. The nation's patriot marketplace. Buy, sell, trade. UtahGunExchange.com.